What's up, NFTpreneurs? This is Don, and with this trend, momentum, and technical analysis on Ripple, we're gonna have quite a lot of takeaways that we can use for our investment. And if you're interested in following where Ripple is going, I think this is the perfect video for you. Bear in mind that these are just my opinions, just my takes. You can disagree, you can agree, but this is not financial advice. Jumping directly into action, the US Federal Reserve is creating an instant payment system called FedNow for businesses. Actually, their goal is to make spending safer, faster, and more energy efficient compared to the current system, but there's a but. You'll find about this later. For now, think of FedNow as the Cash App for banks, essentially. It's designed for businesses, but individuals might be able to use it too. Even though FedNow uses the same standard as RippleNet, it's not actually affiliated with Ripple. It's quite different from decentralized cryptocurrencies, since it's managed by a central authority. This is just to make things clear. And the Fed plans to launch this in July 2023, and I think it might be followed by a CBDC soon after, which is not good for us. But we're going to talk about CBDCs in another video. I think that'll be better. With all of this, the SEC gets creative. After what felt like an age of silence, the SEC has finally responded to Ripple's defense of fair notice by citing the decision from a previous case, Upton versus the SEC. And we know the SEC has used a full range of absurd arguments just to try and label XRP as a security. The biggest of which is that the XRP, according to them, meets the Howey test criteria and therefore qualifies as a security. After a few recent evolutions to this case, the SEC might conclude that while XRP isn't a security now, it was back in 2018. So more or less we're in the same situation. Also, we need to shift the focus from the US to other nations. In fact, while the United States are exploring CBDCs without official blockchain partners and battling Ripple Labs in court at the same time, many foreign nations appreciate XRP's efficiency and the on-demand liquidity. And they want Ripple to help design their CBDC systems. There are, to be precise, 114 CBDCs being developed, with Ripple promoting the concept and partnering with central banks like the UK, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and just aid them in their development. Now let's get to the price analysis. Well, recent market trends are hinting at some short-term gains for cryptocurrencies. As you know, this is driven by BRICS nations stepping away from the dollar, Bitcoin breaking through the $30,000 barrier, and all the buzz around Bitcoin halving, Ethereum's new update, the Shanghai update, and a few more factors. But overall, this is pushing the total crypto market to 2.4%, reaching, again, a very good number of $1.3 trillion. Now, coming back to XRP, it didn't have a huge growth, nothing too big in terms of leaps, but it's still benefiting from the good vibes around crypto in general, Bitcoin and Ethereum specifically, because traders can grab those low prices. Currently, it's sitting at 53 cents, which is a very little but still good 5.6% increase over the past week. With a $27 billion market cap and $1.3 billion volume, we might see some improvement on the horizon. And I'm saying this from an investor perspective that isn't actually into XRP. I'm not an XRP holder. So I wanted to make this video specifically to see what my perspective is, that I'm completely neutral and outside emotionally from being invested into this project. The thing is, the current situation is mostly due to the fact that large holders are selling off their XRP to jump in the gains that other projects are offering in the same time frame. We can see this by the fact that over $37 million in XRP was moved on centralized exchanges. However, as volume keeps growing, we might see some more green candles for XRP in the short term towards around 60 cents, which, considering where the token was a few weeks ago, it's a big win. My take is that XRP, had a good year so far. It's proving itself to be quite resilient. It's bouncing back kept going in the past month, so it's doing good. In the last couple of weeks only though, it's been a little bit confusing, a little bit mixed, I would say, because big investors have been selling, creating a bearish vibe overall, while smaller investors are feeling bullish and snapping up those low prices in anticipation of good news and maybe even a climb to, as I said, 60 cents. The biggest takeaway is that there's a lot of hope, but not too much solid information from the courts yet, which is, you know, the biggest thing for XRP. And we all know how this goes. The outcome can be very, very different and disappointing compared to what people think. So overall, it's a good idea to stay cautious, stay alert, and navigate the risk while you wait for the final decision. That's my take on XRP in the short term to mid term, I would say. If you want to know more about other coins, all you have to do is leave a comment. Of course, a like and a subscribe will be super, super useful. And I'll see you guys in the next one.